And the last nail in the coffin came when Suge got locked up for killing a dude named Terry Carter while Straight Outta Compton was being filmed. The label was taken over by a few different companies and looked like it would never really come back. But last year, Snoop announced that he bought it from Blackstone Music Group. It had been decades since everything went down, and last year, Snoop dropped his first album on the label in 26 years. Suge and Snoop have been cool for years, but it looks like the drama might be ready to pop off again. After Suge allegedly put the green light on Snoop and everything else that happened between them, nobody expected them to squash the beef. But somehow they were able to move on, and Snoop even wrote a track for Suge a few years back called Let Bygones Be Bygones and said, "You always said I'd be a star in the game. Now I got a star on the fucking Walk of Fame. I hopped out and sea-walked on my star on the fucking Walk of Fame. In that motherfucking death row chain, nigga." And at the end of the track, Snoop gave Suge his flowers and said, "Death Row Records, man. We did that shit, nigga. Suge Knight, real nigga, man. Think about all the great shit you did, nigga. Let bygones be bygones." With all of their issues behind them, it looked like Snoop buying Death Row was a win for everybody. But it turns out that Suge doesn't feel the same way. In an interview from prison with TMZ, Suge claimed that Snoop was only able to buy the label because of bankruptcy fraud. According to him,
"I didn't lose my company by doing anything wrong. They went in and a lawyer didn't show up, and they got a default judgment. I settled the judgment. They turned around and said I didn't settle the judgment, but they committed bankruptcy fraud, which we just found out for sure last week."
It's not clear if Suge really has anything to stand on legally, but right now, Snoop isn't too pressed about the issue. Just a few days after Suge's interview, Snoop went on Big Boy's podcast and gave him credit for changing his life. He said,
"Because I love that man, he changed my life. And it gets overshadowed by the negative energy that was projected by him and the stupid shit he did when he was on the streets and just the picture that they paint as far as half the man. But if you know the whole man, it was more greatness in him than anything."
Nobody knows what's gonna go down next between them, but the internet is already talking about Snoop snitching rumors again. If Suge decides to go after Snoop over the death row situation, some people think he'll go to the cops for protection and maybe even give him more info about Tupac's death. But besides the alleged paperwork from the 90s, there's never been any proof that Snoop ratted on anyone. Suge and some death row people have thrown dirt on his name before, but you can't really trust what people say when they're in the middle of a wild beef.